start this off with a nice crack of the old Seltz.
Wait, that was
fuck, dude. That was really good.
Damn.
That was
But we're not sponsored by Alani, so I'm going to cover this up.
You said their name.
Idiot. Bleep it out.
No, I'll forget like I do every time.
Welcome back to another podcast. Episode number 31 or 30.
I think it's 30.
30. All right, welcome back to another MogCast, episode number 30. It has been quite some time. We've got our friend on, Weston Garland. He's been on before. You guys loved him. Like, everyone was like, bro, I can tell he's a great-ass guy, which we know he's a good-ass guy because we would be hanging out with him.
Sorry about
Jesus, bro.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry about it.
But fucking hell, it's been, dude, I think it's been 3 weeks. Like, once this podcast drops, it's going to be 3 weeks.
Yeah,
but dude, we were in
makes the heart grow fonder.
We were in LA. We went to Los Angeles, California. You know that place. We went there.
Yeah, we're busy guys.
Yeah. So, and last week we didn't really have an excuse, or the week prior.
No, because wasn't I doing shit?
Yeah, you were doing shit. But guys, yo, fucking really quick.
I went to LA earlier than you. Remember, like a week.
Oh
earlier.
yeah, that is no. But I'm saying. Yeah. And you went. You went. We were in. Okay, so the reason for the absence was because we were both in LA.
I was in LA for like over a week.
Yeah. So and that's why. So and you were stuck here alone.
Yeah, I would have had to film one by myself.
You were jerking your own dick, like, and just chilling at your apartment, guys. Before we get it,
God, is this just super loud or is it just me?
It's a little loud.
Maybe I'm just really loud.
I'll just turn everyone's down a click here. Okay.
Guys, before we get into anything, Anabar just dropped s'mores. The launch was crazy. I hope shit is still in stock for you guys to get some. This is like the best, probably the best flavor, like the most dessert flavor.
Yeah.
The most like least protein bar-y flavor, I would say, is this one.
Yeah.
You can't taste the whey or nothing. So if you guys want to get some, you guys can go ahead. You guys already know the code MOG, or you're gay as fuck if you don't use it. There you go.
You know, dude, our code usage is like so much compared to the other ones. And that's not a flex.
And that's,
I think, because we talked about it. Wait, what were you going to say?
well, I was going to say because we were probably like, we were the first code. Like,
Yeah.
so when people think Anabar, they almost always think code MOG.
Mm-hmm. And you were the one who said it's because we were the only one who were promoting Anabar, and it was always code MOG. And it was kind of in the back of everyone's head, code MOG, code MOG. But people were like, is this really a good bar, or are they just promoting it for money? And it wasn't until other people started getting codes and everyone realized, oh, this bar is actually legit. Then they're like,
yeah.
Then everyone was like, fuck it, I'll try some.
Y'all thought we were fucking lying, dude. I had sus cunts. Shout out Vinny. I had Vinny telling me, dude, I'm about to binge on these. And I'm like, sorry, bro. Like, he was like, dude, these are so fucking good. They were sending out, shout out Final Boss, bro. Remington, all of them. They were sending out influencer packages. They had, so Summer Shredding was this past weekend. We'll get into that later. They had their own booth, bro. They were giving out bars in the gym. Like, dude, marketing 101. Mm-hmm. And then now they fucking killed the drop.
Yeah,
so
I ate that whole entire box that they gave me in 2 days.
You ate the whole box in 2 days?
Yeah.
What is that? 12 bars. So 290, 300, we'll round it up, 42.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, something like that.
Something
Wait,
like
4,000, right?
Wait, what is it? It's 12 bars.
Wait, 40, not 40,000.
Wait, it's 12
bars.
12 times 3 is 36, so 3,600 calories. So we'll round down to 3,500 because there's a little less.
3,500 calories in 2 days of Anabars, but dude, they're that good.
I mean, Kyle Wilkes wrote it into my program. He's like, if you're still hungry after this meal, you can have an Anabar. So I mean, it's meal plan worthy.
That's me every day, dude. After a meal, if I'm still hungry, it's like boom.
I always find myself craving them now, since I've had them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Or like when I start eating like shit, like today I had Chick-fil-A because I'm not a bodybuilder.
Sushi's not a bodybuilder.
Not a bodybuilder.
Don't get it.
Want to make that
don't
clear?
get it. Yeah, don't get it messed up. I'm not a bodybuilder, so
Me and Weston are, however.
Yeah.
And Weston has not been acting like a bodybuilder ever since
No,
he
Weston's
started
a
hanging out
bodybuilder,
with
bro.
you.
I'm trying to get back on track. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bad influence on you.
You
Bro.
really
I got
are.
you doing. Well, I got you possibly like in a like simulation. I got you doing rec drugs, nose piercings.
Yeah.
Nose piercings. What else? Eating like shit.
Eating a lot of food.
Tren.
Yeah, but
Cialis.
you'd already done Tren, right?
I did it once for show prep. But I only did it for 2 weeks because it was just too intense.
So minus trend from that list, you're not that bad.
Yeah.
Cialis.
Well, that's
But that's
good.
helping you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's helping.
Yeah.
That's
So that
helping you.
actually takes
Super draw.
That cancels out one of the cons.
Super
so it's
draw.
one less con now.
Yeah, I'd never done that
Super
before.
draw's a pro.
Yeah, Superdraw's a pro. So yeah, I mean, I'm not that bad of an influence. I'm just a good friend,
Yeah.
I would say. That's what friends do.
Yeah, that is what
But
friends
you still
do.
haven't gotten me to drink, so.
Yeah, no, but I'm not gonna. That's something that I would never really do. So for some, wait, Weston, why don't you drink? Because I honestly don't know. I told you not. I told you not to tell me. Damn,
Yeah,
I'm like.
I probably haven't had a drink in maybe 4 years.
So why?
Oh
is
wait,
that?
so you have drank before?
Yeah. So
Oh.
I did freshman, sophomore year of college, and I just had some bad experiences. And ever since then, like just the taste of alcohol, I hate it.
Will you try this? Like, just take a
Would you
sip.
take a sip of that?
Because this is.
But I
I
feel like
actually- I
that doesn't
can't.
even taste like alcohol.
I can't, dude. It's been like 4 years.
Is it just like principle for you at this point?
Well, it's just like it's been 4 years, so why would I even take a sip? You know,
Because
Well,
we're
I just
pressuring
want.
you.
I
to.
just want. Well, no, I'm.
peer pressure when
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not pressuring you. I'm just saying, like, because if it's the taste,
It's beyond
also
the
the
taste.
also
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay. That's
Is
all
it-
I
is
want.
it-
That's
is it
all I need to
secret?
know.
Is it not podcast? That's fine if it is.
Yeah, part of it probably is not.
Okay.
Fucking
podcast.
say it. Put no, just joking. No, but I'm not
Part
gonna
of it
lie,
is,
dude.
yeah.
Free advertisement for Alani. I mean, if you guys want to sponsor this, free advertisement. This,
Wait, can I try that?
yeah, this is really good. This is peach, please.
Son of a peach.
Peach, please. Is that what it says on the
That's
side?
what it
Yeah.
says. Oh, that is funny.
5%
Good for
alcohol,
you, Alani.
100 calories. Hannah requested those because we actually threw a nice party, which we'll get into. That tastes pretty good. That tastes pretty good, right?
What's dangerous is I don't taste the alcohol.
I
at
know
all.
you don't taste that at all.
That's not good.
Alani Seltz, man.
What is it? 5%.
Yeah, 5%. Don't be. I mean, you don't have to take another sip.
Give it back.
You already had it.
Just
You,
a little
you know
sip.
what it tastes like now. But yeah, we wanted to come on here, talk about what we've been.
We
what?
we totally forgot to search through some of the responses.
No, but I was
to the
just gonna
story.
say. I was just gonna say we can go into that later. This is kind of chaotic, guys. MogCast shirts. I'm wearing one right now. I told you guys it was gonna be October 25th. I don't know what date I gave you guys, but that was the day that we were all that I was flying into LA. So the MogCast shirt just got totally like.
You were flying
lost.
in,
It got
and
lost.
you were super sick.
I was
you
sick
were
as
like
fuck.
really sick.
Dude, I was sick as fuck.
But you didn't have COVID.
No, I didn't.
So, and what's weird is you tested positive for COVID with a PCR test, but then you
Rapid negative,
another rapid
PCR
negative.
positive, rapid negative, PCR negative.
Wait, that's the order it went.
That was the order.
so
That's
negative,
so
positive,
odd.
negative, negative.
Yes. So that's when I decided it was okay for me to fly home. Came home, went to urgent care. They looked at my tonsils. They're like, "Bro, you have tonsillitis."
Is that
Your tonsils look
transmittable?
bad.
Yeah, my tonsils were terrible. What?
Is that transmittable?
Yeah, like if I were to kiss or share drinks and stuff. I just shared my drink, but I've been on antibiotics for 20 hours, so you're okay.
Yeah.
I've been-
I remember you shared something with me at the party, and
Oh, bro.
after I did it, after I drank it or whatever the fuck it was, you were like, "Oh, I have tonsillitis," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "Oh wait, no, it's good. I've been on antibiotics."
Yeah, so we're chilling. That was terrible, bro. Because I was telling you, I was like sending you pictures because your mom.
Yeah, she's
in
a
the
CNO.
medical field.
Yeah, chief nursing officer.
I was sending you pictures of like down my throat, dude. It was like all
Yeah,
red,
I was like, yeah, you're done, bro.
bro. And I could feel here, and I could feel here. It was like
They were
like,
swollen,
yeah.
red. Yeah.
It fucking hurt like hell. I couldn't swallow, and so I'm cooped up in my hotel room, like literally going to these shoots, going back into my hotel room. I can't do anything.
You can't enjoy food.
I can't
because-
eat,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And that's all I wanted to do because I'm in my room.
Yeah.
I can't do shit. I'm watching TV and I order
And you're
all this
watching
food.
all my stories and everyone else's stories.
Yeah,
We're
bro,
all
I'm
having
getting FOMO.
fun.
I ended up just going to the dispensary.
I did feel really bad for you. I checked in on you.
Yeah, you did. I went to the
'Cause
dispensary.
I was like talking with Giordani, and he was like, "Bro, Sush is probably down bad right now." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send him a text."
Yeah, I mean, but I ended up going to the dispensary and got pre-rolls in California. So I smoked, which actually like did help a little bit. And then I like got the munchies and I started eating a little bit more. Dude, I ordered like Jamba Juice, like
Wait,
which
which one did you go to? Which dispensary? Do you remember?
It was lemon something.
Because Giordani took us to this place called Cookies.
Yeah, that's like the most
the
famous
super famous one. I didn't even know it existed, but it's like rappers do like shoots
Yeah.
in there. And there was this strain of weed called Cat Dick. And I fucking laughed at it for like 5 minutes. I was walking out and I looked. They have all these jars, and the one that stood out to me, it just said cat dick on it.
So I'm new to this. So you can just go into the dispensary and you don't need anything.
It's fully legal there. You need ID. It's like going into a. It's like going to a bar, bro. Yeah,
you have to be
like
18?
liquor store. You have to be 21, I think.
21, okay.
Yeah. Or is it?
Dude, but they have security, bro. It's like they had a metal detector me down.
Oh, really?
Is there a limit to how much you can purchase?
No, I don't think so.
Bro.
They waved the wand, like made sure I didn't have any weapons.
Yeah.
Go in there. There's all these like cute girls dressed up like in these like almost like Hooters. Like they're wearing like
Oh, really?
like
it was that kind of
like not seductive, but like you know what I mean, like a cute uniform. And they're like, hey, welcome, like, and they
buy this cat dick.
Yeah, and then they like a person is assigned to you, dude. It's like a dealership. It's like a dealership.
Yeah.
A person is assigned to you.
Salesman.
And they're like, what are you looking for? It's really crazy how professional it is. And honestly, I didn't expect that.
There's a lot of money to be made in cannabis.
Dude, I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
It's funny because Hannah and I went in there, and we're both pretty sensitive to weed, and we were looking around, and like the minimum dosage they had at this place called Cookies was like 100 milligram edibles. We were looking at the menu, and all the shit was like 100 to like 500 milligrams.
Yeah, at that point,
and
you were like cutting out like a little like crumb.
like one crumb, and we're like, hey, do you have any like 10 milligram things?
Yeah, like the ones that we have, they're like the personal gummies that are like 10 each, which is like really that's
convenient. Good for me.
Do you
10 is good.
Do you smoke?
Occasionally.
Dude, I wanted to talk about Delta 8 real quick. Dude, because once I started smoking because everyone was like, bro, you're only getting anxious because you're still new to weed. And then once I started smoking more and I started smoking alone, like when I was in California, dude, I had zero anxiety. And I started to realize how intense the Delta 8 high really is.
Really?
Like, I think
most people say it's the other way around.
Yeah, everyone says Delta 8 is way weaker. Bro, I think that Delta 8 high is way more intense for a way shorter amount of time. Like, it's all packed into like a 45-minute period where I can't control what I'm about to feel. Because, dude, you hit the Delta 8.
I almost died coughing. Yeah.
We were going to go walk to Kroger.
Yeah.
And then you hit it. And how was that?
I mean, it was intense for me.
Yeah, and you hit it
then
one
again,
time.
My tolerance is really low, so.
Right, but one hit.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
one,
bro, but the weed these days is like, it's been fucking modified to be that strong. Back when like weed
like
was
the
the new cool
skunky
thing.
shit.
Yeah, it was like you'd have to smoke a couple joints and you'd feel kind of high, and now it's like you literally take one hit from a bong or something and you're fucked.
Well, it's a business now. It's not just,
Yeah. But I almost feel like I wish weed was weaker in a way, so I could actually sit and like smoke a joint with someone and like we could talk and pass it back and forth. Because now it's just like we each take one hit and that's fucking it. Like it's so strong.
Wait, I totally forgot that I was talking about the MogCast shirts a minute ago.
Go back to
it. Wait, when are they dropping?
I really hope. I think the person who I'm talking to right now, they're asleep right now because it is 10 p.m. But by the time this podcast is out, I really hope it's live. So we're gonna put it in the comments. We're gonna put it in our stories, obviously, and we're gonna put it in the description as well. The link that you're gonna have to use to get the MogCast shirts. So if you guys do want MogCast shirts, it should be live right now. I'm praying to God it is as you guys are watching this, so you guys can go ahead.
Are they there at the warehouse?
Yeah, like everything's ready to go. They literally just have to make it live.
Oh, so, then yeah, it should be.
So it should be good to go. Also, I think you guys can use. I'm not completely sure, but I think you guys can use a code, a Young LA code. So if you want to support, fucking, I don't know, Weston. Yeah. Holy shit, my bad, bro. I'm like thinking of a Young LA athlete, and like I got Weston
Weston's
right
just
here,
sitting here like crying.
Yeah. Okay, guys, because we have Weston on the pod right now. Use code Weston. That's WESTONE. O-N. Dude, holy shit.
WESTON.
I'm sorry. Okay.
West,
use code Weston.
O-N.
Get yourself a MogCast shirt. That's going to be supporting him and then also supporting us as well as supporting Young LA a little bit too. So
yeah,
go ahead and get you some quality shirts, guys. Come on. This is size
really
large.
good.
This is size large. So make sure you guys get one.
Yeah, that's dope.
But that's enough talking about the MogCast shirts.
Wait, there was something else that we were supposed to talk about and we totally forgot. But that's okay. Vical. That's with the number one like response. Actually, it's funny because the manufacturer just messaged us and said, "Hi all, the latest update will be the 9th of November." So that's when the big ass order that you guys will be buying will be arriving at the distribution facility. So I don't know. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know what the process is once it gets there, if it can go live right away or if they have to do some like indexing and inventory shit. Like it might be that the distribution center needs a week to figure their shit out, or it might be that they need like an hour. I don't really know. All I know is the clothes are getting there November 9th. So hopefully it drops that week.
Bro, everyone's balls are blue.
I know. So
we
blue.
posted those pictures from the studio. The
Maybe we should have waited, bro. Maybe we should have waited.
We posted. Well, we were excited because they look so good.
Yeah.
We posted those pictures, and everyone's like, "Bro, everyone's like, bro, where? Like, okay, yeah, the pic is sick. Where? Like, where can I buy it?"
And the top comment was like,
girl.
I think. Yeah, she was like,
I'm convinced this brand is made up.
This brand is not even real. But by the time you see this, it will be the 5th. So that's only 4 days away. So it's, you know, don't worry about your balls.
That's exciting, though.
Well, dude, this month of November, for people who are active code usages or who actively support the brands that we're affiliated with, this month of November, like a lot of shit is happening. Like we've got Black Friday. We just had the s'mores drop. We've got MogCast shirts.
Yep.
So
bye, Cal.
Your guys' wallets are like, I'm sorry guys, but
I was saying that people are going to be buying shit because Black Friday, and then also the next month because Christmas. Yeah. And we're going to have the most depressing January ever.
Yeah, that's how it always is.
Fuck, I'm done spending.
That's how it always is. No, like, yeah, but then there's like, you get that little kickback up in like March, April, and then like the summer stuff card. Yeah. It's all just an endless cycle, dude.
Yeah, seasons.
And you just got picked up by Gorilla.
I did. So I'll announce it tomorrow. So this will be live.
Yeah, this will be live.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to support somebody other than us, and you want to get some Gorilla, Weston's got Gorilla.
Code
Weston. Code Weston.
Well, yeah.
Dude, Young LA and Gorilla are just taking over everything.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, the whole Turkesterone thing, dude, I feel like everyone's like grabbing Derek's formula.
Yeah, they're grabbing his complex.
Yeah, everyone's grabbing the Turkesterone complex because you can just buy Turkesterone on Amazon, but the actual shit,
the way that he makes it bioavailable is hard as fuck to do, and he was the first one who actually seeked out. It kind of sucks that that's the way it goes with any industry.
Yeah.
Is like you're gonna have the guy who's determined enough to actually seek out the best way to do something, and he's gonna be the one who dedicates all his time and resources to do it. And then all the lazy fucks are going to sit on the sidelines and
not
wait.
lazy.
The lazy fucks are going to sit on the sidelines and wait for the fucking big bald guy to come up and say, you know what, I'm going to figure this shit out. And then once he figures it out, it's like, oh, all right, he figured it out. That makes it easy for us.
Bro, it's like Tesla and Edison, man.
Yeah, man.
You know Tesla back in the day. Whatever day.
Oh yeah,
Tesla
didn't Edison like steal some of his shit?
Yeah, Tesla like invented the light bulb.
I thought you were talking about the car.
No,
like
Tesla.
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
I don't know his first name.
Nikolai Tesla.
Yeah. He like, see guys, I paid attention in history
big
class.
brain over here.
History class, right?
Am I in frame? Am I too big for
you're
this?
Not that big, bro.
Yeah, you're in frame, bro. I can see from here.
Fuck.
Oh, dude. So yeah, what we're going back. We're going back to LA. We're talking about weed. We had a great time in LA.
Yeah, what'd you guys do in LA? It was just
we had that shoot, bro.
That like a movie shoot.
Yeah, that movie shoot. Gary poured in a lot of fucking money for that. We had a whole director, bro. I literally felt like an actor.
I watched the stories; it looked insane.
Yeah, I literally felt like an actor, dude.
And the whole week I was thinking, fuck, this shoot is gonna be 12 hours. Like obviously I love Young LA, and I would never complain to Gary or anything and be like, bro, can we make it 8 hours instead of 12? But inside into Hannah, I was like, dude, I'm really about to stand around for fucking 12 hours. And
it went by fast, though.
It's crazy how much fun I had at the shoot.
Well, because you're with your friends.
Well, bro,
Yeah,
we were also using like,
I wasn't
drinking a little bit, Adderall, smoking.
I used a little Adderall.
Didn't you microdose acid?
No, I was planning on it.
Oh,
but
you didn't?
then I didn't have scissors. I didn't want to pick that shit apart with my fingers, accidentally get a full tab.
Yeah, true.
Trip balls. But yeah, we were drinking and stuff, and there were just, it was fun. Like,
wait, why'd you look at me?
I'm just laughing, bro.
It was half like people we knew that we were friends with, and half people we didn't. So it was all just like,
it was good meeting people, bro.
Yeah.
And then the Tuesday we met. Everyone went to Gary's house. I met Max Taylor.
Yeah.
I met Larry. I met who else did I meet? Sorry,
everyone.
I totally forget. I saw John
everyone,
again.
Bro. Yeah, I met John for the first time.
Yeah,
Skywalker. Yeah.
So it was just really fun.
But yeah, at the shoot too, it felt like once we started to get what the vision was, like it's weird because as the shoot went on, I got more energized because I realized what the director wanted and what his vision was. And I started like going up to him and asking him what he wanted us to do rather than just standing there waiting like a fucking meathead for someone to tell me what to do. I was like, okay, so do you want me to maybe move like this, then move like that? And it was like actually fun being a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the whole point of the shoot was to promo almost every article of clothing that is dropping for Black Friday. Mm-hmm. And so there's like 20 of us there, dude, and there's probably like 60 something outfits, and we're all changing. It's literally like a fucking movie, dude. I got there and we came up on the top of this building, and then the director comes
rooftop,
the director comes up to me. He's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm Brandon." He's like, "Sush," and I'm like, "Yeah." He starts like, "Come here, like we got to get you dressed." But I'm like trying to get content, and I'm like filming.
Yeah.
And you could hear at the end of like my story, he's like yelling at me. He's like, "Okay, we actually do have to go because we have to." And then I ended the story, and then people were laughing because the dude was like literally like so like into it.
Yeah,
because bro, these guys are getting paid a lot of money for this shit to get done.
Yeah,
and then you invite a bunch of idiot athletes like us who are all buddies. Like,
well, I literally apologized to that main guy, the guy that looked like Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
I apologized to him at the end, and I was like, "Bro, I'm sorry, but good job on your part because you just got a bunch of fucking meatheads."
What did he say?
He was like, "Dude, thank you," and then he kind of rolled his eyes and he was like, "Bro, the amount of times I've had to repeat like the same instruction 5 times in a row." Because think about it, these guys are used to working. They're
actors.
Yes, they're a literal production team. Like they're not fucking around. They had like Hollywood level equipment, red camera with the $20,000 setup.
I forget what company they were with, but they were with another like huge fucking big name company.
Yeah.
Like that,
and they had like this big like it looked like a crane arm. And I had a very expensive, like $50,000 camera on the end. And this crane arm, like people don't realize how much money this camera equipment costs. Because you go look up how much a camera costs, it'll say like $1,000. But cinema cameras can be like 50 to 100 grand. And the lenses can be 50 to 100 grand. And then the fucking equipment that you put it on is like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So they cart up like probably a fucking close to $500,000 worth of equipment, just to have all these meatheads on the rooftop, like
I have no idea what
joking
John
around
Skywalker's got like a bow staff, and he's like, "Whoa!" And they were like yelling at girls, like there were like girls on the other rooftop, and they were like making TikToks, and we're over
John's
there,
like, "What's your
Instagram? Like, what are you guys doing?" It's
God.
fucking just acting a fool, bro. But it was honestly really fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. I did feel bad for the director guys, but because like I was saying, this is not like some little like production team that Gary hired. He hired the biggest and the
real
best.
deal. Yeah.
So they're used to working with people who
So they got to dumb it down for you guys.
they don't even they probably don't even have to tell these actors what to do. That the actors just know what to do. Versus with us, it's like they have to, every little step they have to be meticulous and tell us exactly what to do. And then half the people are like not paying attention, don't follow instructions.
Yeah.
I honestly felt bad for them.
Yeah, but I was sick, and it was.
But you felt better on the shoot day, right?
Yeah, during the day it was okay because I would take Advil and stuff. It was really only bad at night and in the mornings.
Yeah.
You ever wake up with a sore throat in the morning?
It sucks.
It's so terrible because you've just been so dry.
But we were talking about how you take it for granted that you're healthy. And
Yeah,
you just
you
wake up,
only care about like not having a sore throat when you're sick.
and then you get a sore throat and you're like, dude, this sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish I had a healthy throat.
Yeah.
I would wake up. It's so weird because my body knew not to swallow because it would hurt. I would wake up with like a mouthful of spit and saliva, and I would go in the toilet and I would have to spit
it.
Like that's never happened to me before because I usually don't really get sick.
Yeah.
So I have no. It was.
I
Just,
feel like Asians don't get sick as much. Is that true, or am I just being racist?
no, that's probably. I mean, that sounds true. Like my mom, I can't really.
I feel
think
like
of a
I never
time.
see a sick Asian besides for COVID.
I feel like my mom and my sister have never really been sick. Actually, now that I think about it,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we got.
And remember when we were living at the old place, I must have gotten like not badly, but like pretty significantly sick, maybe 3 times. And you would catch the same thing, or I would catch it from you. You'd be sick for like a day or two and just kind of like have a cough.
Yeah, like headache
and
or
then
something.
I'd get fucking slammed by the exact same thing that he had. It was so fucking annoying, bro.
Yeah, but
yeah, the rest of the week in LA, honestly, I'm not doing check-ins with Kyle for another week, bro. I got to get back on my shit.
oh yeah,
Because I was
It's
holed
hard
up.
to travel and fucking.
Yeah.
It is.
And he was also, now he's like, a few days out from his show. So he was like 2 weeks out at the time. So for his own sake, I didn't want to pester him with like questions of like, yeah, how should I prep this? How should I prep that? Because I knew like he's fucking eyes on the prize right now, on edge, doesn't want to deal with this shit. And you could say, oh, well, you're entitled to, you paid for the coaching. I know I did, but because just out of the kindness of my heart, I just didn't want to fucking do that, you know?
I know how,
because I can only imagine. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be dealing with some guy he's never coached before, and I've never had a coach before, asking all these beginner stupid fucking questions. So I'm just like, yo, I'm in LA, what should I do? And he sent me a response, and he did say like, oh, go pick up this food and that food. And I'm just thinking, bro, I'm just simply not about to do that. I have this little tiny mini fridge in my hotel room and no stovetop, no nothing, no microwave, literally nothing at all. So I just ate out and tried to keep the food like healthy. I just didn't eat shit, you know? Like if I would get Chick-fil-A, I would get like grilled nuggets and not get Chick-fil-A sauce. Like I was trying to make it clean, but it obviously still wasn't meal plan level.
Fucking MSG in the Chick-fil-A, man.
It's the MSG, bro.
Fucks me up every time, dude.
It's so addicting.
I swear to God, I had a fried chicken sandwich today instead of like usually I do a grilled chicken sandwich and then 8 fried nugs, but I switched it and got the fried sandwich. No,
fuck you,
because I don't like the cheese. I don't really like American cheese and shit like that.
Just get it with no cheese. The lettuce and tomato, it gives.
Oh wait, then I did do the deluxe.
Oh, you did?
I added lettuce and tomato. I didn't know that was the deluxe.
Oh, okay. And pickle. Yeah.
Oh
wait. The fried already comes with pickle. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, and I was eating that. Dude, I haven't had a fried chicken Chick-fil-A sandwich, I don't think ever. I only got the fried nuggets. Dude, it was so good. I ended up eating an Anabar on accident.
Next thing you know,
literally on accident. Just went down my throat. I was like, what the fuck?
You slipped and fell and the wrapper opened and down the throat.
Right on accident, bro.
Happens all the time.
Dude, let's talk about...
Wait, I'm not done with LA.
Oh, wait.
Bro, the part... Gary's house?
Yeah, Gary's house is fun.
Dude, that is like the perfect house for a party.
It looked beautiful.
Like, and what I like about his kind of house is
so sick.
Like, some people will put, when they buy a house and it's like expensive, they'll put all their money into the size of the house. And it's like, bro, who cares about the size of the house if it's not nice on the inside? Gary's house, I feel like square footage wise is not much bigger than this.
No.
Right? But
it's more open, so it feels like it.
Yeah, it's tall ceilings, it's wide open, and it's just like there's attention to detail in terms of the decorations and the ornaments. It's all very clean and neat.
Bro, dude's kitchen island.
Yeah.
The kitchen island was like
probably 5 or 6 of these tables in terms of surface area.
It's so big. Like you have seats on the end, but you can't
reach the middle of the table.
Reach the middle of the table from the seats on the end, but it's so big and like it's all granite, bro, and the floors are what do you call it? I don't know if it's marble
just
or
like
what,
stone.
or like limestone.
Didn't he get a
shit.
massive like palm tree put in his backyard?
You got two
got
palm trees put up front.
Yeah.
It cost him an exorbitant amount of money
You
just to have
can't
palm
open them until like a year later or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But
Oh,
and
is that
also
why?
I like that he lives with his family. Like he lives with his parents. And I was actually talking to him
His
about
parents
that.
live with him.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But I was talking to I think I was talking to Sabrina or Giordani about it, and it's like it's kind of weird. I feel like it's really only Western culture where you move out of your parents' house, or you feel like that's a necessity where you cannot live with your parents.
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, when I was broke and I was living with my parents, all I could think about, and it wasn't because I didn't like them. I loved living with them, but I just felt complacent. I felt like I was relying on them, and I felt like I wanted to move out to make a name for myself. Yeah. But now that I'm not rich, but now that I'm like self-sufficient, whatever the word is, I genuinely miss hanging out with them, and I almost wish that I could live with them. Obviously, I love living with you guys, so I wouldn't actually do that, but maybe some point in the future, like, I know that they would be down to live with me again. Because at this point, it's not like, hey, I need to live with you guys because financially, like, I need the support. It's like I'd be happy to support them and pay for most of their shit just to, like, live with them, because what's the point? It just seems like
it's really like like an American thing to kind of like
totally is
put your parents in a home.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I know, like,
it's so fucked.
Yeah, I know. I
wouldn't want my kids to do that to me when I'm older.
Exactly.
No,
I was watching.
Go ahead.
I was watching Crazy Rich Asians. You know that movie? Okay, well, it's a movie. Crazy Rich. Yeah, it's Crazy Rich Asians, and they were like actually making good points, and where the super ethnic Asian grandmother was talking about how like the Americans they just
your grandma lives with you guys.
yeah my grandma lives with my mom or
Yeah.
my parents, and she was like kind of making fun of Americans for growing up and then just like putting your parents in a home.
Yeah.
And how fucked up that is.
Well,
It is
it's
fucked,
sad
bro.
because you're like the most time you spend with your parents is like your childhood, and then you literally it's like 5% the rest of your life you're
Yeah.
seeing them.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild to think about.
I guess that's
Damn.
just like a society thing.
Well,
It's
and
almost
also
like
'cause,
embarrassing. It's almost embarrassing, like because you know how they always say like you don't want to live in your mom's basement
Well,
or
it's
something
looked
like
down.
that.
It's looked down.
but
upon.
that's
Yeah.
different. I mean, if you're pulling up to your mom's house to live with her and you're pulling up in a Lambo, no one's gonna think you're living in her basement, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, maybe it is necessary that you move out for like
a little bit.
Yeah, for like a few years or maybe a decade to set yourself up for success, because you need to kind of have that harsh,
Find your honey.
harsh like aloneness to kind of be like, okay, this is life. I gotta work. But then once you've established yourself, like, why not reconnect, you know, and go back in? There is this guy. He's like a big real estate guy. I can't remember who it is, but he's some guy on YouTube, and he's like, the best decision I ever made was to move back in with my parents once I got rich, because like you'll never find like the love that your parents have for you. And just to have people like that around you all the time that want what's best for you all the time, you know, why wouldn't you live with that? And also as they get older, like, I don't know, I'm getting sentimental, but that's just how I
a
feel.
little bit.
So, is that it from LA? Is that the recap?
Oh, dude, the parties at Gary's
was
house.
sick. Yeah, the Gary's house was sick.
Yeah, it was just so
Dude,
dope.
he had
And he's got the
taco.
basketball court.
Yeah, he has a basketball court.
I lost so much money on that basketball court.
Yeah,
I kept betting money because, well, I was drunk, but also some of these shots, I'm like, there's no fucking way that anyone's going to make this. So I kept betting money with Val and Hannah, like $100 if you make it from the 3-point line, and they kept missing. And then eventually Lex and Aaron came over, and I was like, okay, Aaron, it's called a sky hook when you go
Or just a
over
hook
the
shot,
shoulder.
yeah.
Hook shot,
Just a
sure.
hook shot.
Where you go over the shoulder like that. I said, if you make it from the 3-point line, I'll give you $500. Me and Lex will split $250. I kind of
you
put
try
him,
something enough times, it's gonna happen.
right, but it was only like four tries in, and I'm like, okay, if you make a hook shot from the 3-point line, I'll give you. Me and Lex will each give you $250. So I kind of put him on the spot. Sorry about that, Lex. But he also agreed because I think that he didn't think she'd make it. She fucking swished it in. So there's $250 gone. And then Hannah, who had just been fucking air shots the whole night. The next time we go to Gary's, it was the same fucking deal. I get too drunk, and I'm like, Hannah, right now, if you make this and it's a 3-point hook shot off the backboard, I'll give you $500. A swish, I'll give you $1,000. And she fucking from the 3-point line over the shoulder, didn't cheat. She didn't do one of these kinds of things. She went diagonally over the shoulder, fucking swished it right through. Didn't even touch the rim.
Dude,
And-
you have a problem.
I know.
When you get drunk, you want to spend money.
I
'Cause
know.
you bought Ankrum. Dude, you bought Ankrum and arm wrestling table.
That's $700. I didn't just buy him an arm wrestling table. He was like, okay, so we were at Ryan Ankrum and Remington James's house, and he was like, bro, I really want to get into arm wrestling. It seems like a lot of fun. I want to do it with you. And he lives right up the road. So without fucking hesitation, I was like, bro, I'll buy one for you right now. And immediately he was like, no, that's not what I was saying, bro. Relax. And I'm like, no, too late. Go on to ArmBet,
Yeah.
order the arm wrestling table, a pulley, some like attachments that go on the pulley, like a bunch of shit. It spent like $750 and just didn't even think about it. And then the next day I'm like, did I really just
what
do
other
that?
What other times have you spent a lot of money when you're drunk?
I don't know because
think
I'm
that's
drunk,
it.
so I don't.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Well, yeah, because now at this point I've realized it's an issue. So I'm like, okay.
It's a
Someone stop me.
bad issue to have, honestly.
Yeah, but honestly, bro, the memory is fun and the story is worth it. And Hannah needs that $1,000 more than I do. So
that's
there
true.
you go.
That's
And
true.
also, if Ryan, if you're watching this podcast, please fucking use that table.
No, dude,
because I
I've been
spent a
seeing
lot
their
of money.
story, bro. I've seen like
Is
I
he
saw
using
like
it?
Sid and like Hannah and fucking all of them like using that shit.
Oh, really?
I mean, they were like playing around on it, but
Nah, you better train on it, bro.
I don't know if he's actually
You
training.
better
on
get
it.
$750 worth of training on that table.
Could
I
be using
spent
it as
good
like a
money
sex
for that.
chair or something. Who knows, bro? But dude,
I mean,
but
that works too.
listen, so we
Low.
had so we threw we came back from LA. The day after we came back from LA, we said we were planning on throwing this huge party. So we took like a month. We took probably a month or a month and a half in advance to start like inviting people because we knew summer shredding is happening. Yeah. So if you guys don't know what summer shredding is, it's Christian Guzman's event where Al Fleet throws this bodybuilding competition. Yeah. Holy shit. Guys, so S'more, I'm really sorry to tell you guys this, but S'more's just sold out.
No way.
So S'more's is sold out, so you guys can't get any. So I'm really sorry, but when it restocks, I promise you guys, it's totally fucking worth it.
How do we do? Let me check.
All right.
I won't announce it.
But so, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So we come back from LA and it's Saturday morning. You come over and I was talking to Eric about this because I don't know about you, but like Eric and I we went to parties, but we were never really a big part of them. Like I don't know.
I didn't really do much.
Yeah. Like, did you ever have you ever thrown a party?
A small one at my parents' house.
Okay. Because I mean, I was talking to you, like I think it was the night before.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like we'll go to the liquor store, right?
Yeah, you were like, all right, we're just gonna get liquor, and I was like, bro, you need a little bit more than that.
Yeah. And so you were making me realize like I need like way more shit. Than just what I thought. So we took the whole day. We took the whole day Saturday. We trained early. Or wait, no, we didn't train. We woke up. We got breakfast, right?
Oh yeah, we went to Broken Egg, right?
Can I just fucking say? Yeah, I want to fucking talk about that. Put that on a mental shelf right now. You know how much FOMO I have from you fucking two? It literally, as soon as I start my meal plan, literally the day. I think it was the fucking day, bro.
That's how I felt for the last 8 months. So.
I know.
You can
all right, we'll handshake over it. I'm sorry.
You can fucking deal with it, bro.
But the day I start my meal plan, which is fucking foreign to me, I've never dealt with this shit before.
But that was just pure coincidence.
I know, it was. And then Sush is like, my first fucking meal one, day one, week one, like the first meal, literally. Sush walks out and he's like, bro, I'm fucking done with this cutting shit. I'm going on a bulk. I'm on gear anyway. This shit doesn't matter. Dude. And I'm like, no. And then you start hanging out with Weston, and then you guys are going to all these fucking places that I've seen and I want to try every day, like every fucking meal. And I'm just sitting here eating my rice and chicken.
Yeah, well, I was telling you about my credit card bill. It was insane.
Yeah,
from all the food we.
That's tough. I actually Code Weston.
Yeah, guys,
to pay
Code
for
Weston
his fucking
to pay,
food addiction.
Code Weston, please, to pay for him because lately I've been like picking up the checks. I'm like, don't worry about it, man. Like I just picking up the checks for him because I know, but. Because I'm enabling
someone there.
I'm enabling him.
Or you'll feel guilty.
Exactly, bro. I'm not going to go to fucking brunch alone, dude. Yeah, the people are going to be like, yo, are you okay?
Or just go with him and don't spend for him. So he's just sitting there like not having food.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just fucking...
Imagine me at brunch alone and getting as much food as we do.
Oh, man.
That would be embarrassing, bro.
I think you just went through a hard breakup.
But doing it with a friend, it's like, it's a lot. That's a lot better.
I mean, people probably think that we're doing a food challenge. Because we
have our cameras. Yeah. We have our cameras.
Yeah.
But...
Nope, they're just fat.
Yeah, no, we're just fucking hungry.
So we went to brunch we went Saturday,
to brunch.
Right?
Yeah, we took Eric to brunch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eric.
we vlogged this whole thing. I totally forgot we vlogged it.
It's in the YouTube video.
Yeah, it's in the YouTube video. But we went to Target and we started like I'm not gonna lie, I was really getting into it. Like the whole morning, dude, I was so hype and I was so excited for this fucking party. And Eric and I were talking about it because we had never really gone to much parties and like.
Well, you were in military school, so there must have not been much.
We couldn't throw shit. We were always just going to other parties.
Wait, you went to parties in military school?
Yeah, like we would get weekend leave, like we could leave on the weekend.
Okay. And you go to like a local college or something?
Yeah, there was a local like college, Charleston. So we had never thrown parties and shit. And Eric was saying, dude, I always thought it was cringy seeing like, oh, the vibe, like the whole vibe of the day is different. He always thought that was cringy, but he literally said like he felt like the vibe, like going and doing shit like that whole morning, like getting ready. And then like going to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, I actually felt like so. I mean, all we were doing was just like drinking and throwing a fucking party. But like, I felt accomplished. Like,
but there were
doing
so many people there. And it's like, not to sound fucking.
Bro, we fucking did that shit. Like, that party was fucking sick.
No. I was going to say, not to sound like a bunch of social retards, but like, we haven't really done. I mean, we've gone to other people's parties, but for living in Houston for 13 months, we haven't thrown a single one. And we've had the means to, and we've had the house to do it, and we haven't thrown a single one. So I was excited.
Yeah, we also just haven't really made that many friends like to throw a party.
Yeah.
So this was like a good. Well, not really, because everyone was honestly visiting Houston.
You need the event, like summer shredding.
Exactly. Everyone was visiting Houston. So
because that's the thing. If we're in the fitness industry, all of our friends are going to be in different states or different countries. Like the dude I'm starting a business with lives fucking a 13-hour flight away from me, you know?
Yeah,
exactly.
So I can't invite him over to a party. So it's just different. But like, dude, it was a sick party.
It was fun.
We threw a good party. Yeah,
dude. We had I would say, because people were in and out, honestly.
I would say it was 50 people concurrently, but a total of like 100 to 150 came and left.
Different heads.
Yeah. And like, it was really nice to just meet a bunch of people that some of them I kind of knew and some of them I just didn't know at all.
I had no clue.
It was wholesome too. It was fun, but also wholesome.
I was also on MDMA. So I was really into meeting people at the time.
Yeah, all three of us were rolling our fucking ass off.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. We were rolling. Like that was my best roll for sure.
Okay, wait. I just want to
as a
pretext this.
We don't condone MDMA.
Well, listen. Like you're gonna do what you're gonna do, but here's the thing, and this is true, and you guys know this is true. We have been super conscious about taking it too much. Like I've taken MDMA 3 times in my life ever, and this is the first time I've done it in like 2 years. Right?
Not same.
And we have been really conscious of like
spreading it out.
We've been looking. Yeah, I like we both looked it up. Like how often can you roll? How much? Like if you're gonna roll this often, let's say it's every 2 months. What's the max dose you should take if you're gonna do it every 2 months? If you're gonna do it every 4 months, what's the max dose you should take? So this is something that I actually do want to emphasize for people watching, because I know there's kids out there that fucking look up to us and they're going to hear this and be like, oh, I'm going to go try Molly. I would fucking tell you to go take acid 10 times before I tell you to jump into something like Molly, because with acid, like the worst you're going to get is a bad trip. But with Molly, if you take it too much and too often, what Molly does is it takes all the serotonin that's held up in your neurons and it dumps it all into the synapses all at once. And if you do that too often, you're going to start down-regulating. You're going to start reducing the amount of reuptake synapses. You're going to reduce the amount of actual serotonin you have in your brain, and you can become depressed. That's what depression is not having enough serotonin. So seriously, do not fucking do Molly more than once every 3 months if you're going to get into it. It's like the 3-month rule. It's kind of bro science, but that's what like the best data shows is that if you do it more often than that, not only can you become chronically depressed, but you can ruin Molly forever. Which
would even suck more than being
that
depressed.
Would suck so fucking bad. Like you want to be able to experience that feeling more than like a few times in your life. If you fucking blow your load early and you do it like every week for like a few months, you can wait years after that and you will not feel the same magic that you feel on MDMA. Molly, same thing. MDMA is Molly, which is ecstasy, all the same drug. So just wanted to preface that because that's actually serious. This isn't like a liability thing. This is actually me looking out for you guys. Molly is great. Do it responsibly and don't fucking do it too often, guys.
Yeah. But
with that being said,
going back, like let's just talk about it. It was So we were like kind of pre-gaming, I guess you could say. Like Eric he was drinking. He had a couple of White Claws. We were pre-gaming, kind of just chilling. We bought this like we went to Home Depot. We got this like 8-foot long like you know, like the classic
foldable table.
The classic foldable table. We got cups, fucking ping pong balls, like for people to play beer pong. We cleaned out the whole living room. Like we moved the rug, we moved our table. We put
Sonos.
I put the Sonos. Every
Dude,
single Sonos.
Fucking
was so loud,
bro. The Sonos, which is the wireless speakers that I have, they all sync up and
play music.
And they play music. So I have some in the living room, in the workout room.
Like 6 of them. Don't you?
No,
like 10 of
dude, I have a
10 or
shit ton.
12 or
something.
Oh my
so God. I have like
all around the house.
I have like 5 in my room and then like 5 in the living room, 1 in the workout room, whatever. But I put them all like in every single outlet I could in the living room because that's where everyone was going to be.
So loud.
And dude, it was so loud and it was like so synced up. And especially when you're rolling or if you're even under the influence of anything, like that surround sound is so like I don't know,
it's intense.
like euphoric or
euphoric
intense or
for
whatever.
sure. I mean, music just sounds better on MDMA.
So we were doing that, and then I remember. We took the Molly and I took it last time I had taken this specific Molly. I didn't feel it. It took me a while to feel it, but I figured out
That
it
was
was
my
because
mistake.
I figured out it was because I had just eaten a big rice meal. And this was this was weeks ago. I had eaten a big rice meal. And so the Molly took forever to hit. So I realized, okay, I'm not going to eat shit. And then I'm going to take it. So I took it, didn't eat shit. And it kicked in perfectly, like around an hour, I would say.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was really intense at first.
It was a little too much for
Yeah,
me
it was.
at
It
first.
was a little too much. I should have just waited because I'm impatient and impulsive.
Yeah.
But once it started going, we started rolling. You had to go in my room, right?
I had to have been in your room for 2 hours.
Yeah, he was in my room. I had the lights off. It was really cold in there. Like it was.
But you're going a little too fast. You're going a little too fast.
That's
Yeah.
like my timeline.
I know. But okay, so first and foremost, because I just feel like we didn't introduce this enough. Like a lot of people have probably not tried Molly that are listening to this or know much about it. So just a real quick 30-second elevator pitch. Like, what is Molly? It's the best drug on the planet, in my opinion. And I mean, I'm just being straight up. I'm not trying to like condone this or recommend it, whatever the fuck. But like, I'm just being honest. It's the best. It is the best drug on the planet. It's an empathogen, which means it makes you feel empathy and connection to others much stronger, as well as just overall euphoria. So it's the perfect social drug because like at a party, all these people that you don't know, and I mean, a lot of them are coming, they're on Molly too, because it's just kind of well known. Like if you're going to a party, you know,
So it's especially, well, I don't want to out anyone, but it's
don't out anyone.
Yeah, it's 0 calorie. So like
people that are,
fitness people like,
yeah. And like everyone is just, there's no inhibitions whatsoever. There's no like,
literally nothing is on your mind.
Oh, this guy looked at me the wrong way. Fuck this guy.
Feeling is
it's all just, it's all just
opinion.
like, you just love everyone. That's the best way to put it. You love everyone. And whether or not that's artificial, you can say, oh, it's not real love, whatever. It feels like real love at the time. And I think that is, for me, that's the reason why it's the best drug on the planet, because it's just like, I love connecting with people.
Pure
And
happiness.
Molly just makes it like so much, like so fulfilling to just connect with people. And when the other person is on Molly as well, I must have hugged you. And not just like a little like slap on the back, like friendship kind of weird hug. It was like fully, I would just like put my arms around you and we would just hug each other for like a minute straight. And normally when you're sober, that's kind of like weird to just randomly do that to your friend.
It was just like normal.
But yeah, on
just
Molly,
felt like
it was
everyone,
just like
we were all like on the same
wavelength.
Like everyone else who was just drinking and stuff was like here.
Yeah.
But like we were here, or not saying that we were above them, like we could have been down here, but we were on a different
frequency.
We were on
different.
our own. We were on our own,
and that's
frequency.
why we would naturally gravitate to your bedroom
That
a
was
few
weird,
times
wasn't it?
for like 20 minutes at
Yeah.
a time, a few times over the course of the night, and we would just go have these really deep, intense conversations. And I would actually say like it was really good. I'd say for our friendship and for my friendship with Eric and getting to know you, because things that I've wanted to say to you for a while and you've probably wanted to say to me for a while, that like normally there's just not a good time to bring it up when you're sober.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, how do I even say it to him? Like he's probably not in the mood to even talk about this. I don't know how to put it into words. But on Molly, all those inhibitions are gone. And you love this person so much that it's like you want what's best for them. So it's just stream of consciousness flowing out your mouth and they're picking it up in 100% clarity and like saying exactly what they feel back to you. So like, yeah, you can say it's, oh, well, it's an artificial drug. Like the feelings aren't actually there. Sure, whatever. But the conversations are real.
Mm-hmm.
And the feelings, the things that I'd wanted to say to you and the things that you had wanted to say to me were also very real. It's just, it needed that catalyst to get the process going. And then like, honestly, we had to remind each other, oh, we got to go show face. This is our party.
Yeah.
We need to like,
I was trying to be like, all right, let's go back out there just to make sure like nothing crazy was going on.
and when the party was starting, we would keep getting into these conversations because we were rolling and I would have to stop and be like, I don't want to ruin the mood, but like, Sush, you should probably check your phone and see if people are showing up and like tell them what the address is and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, at one point it was literally like all four of us, me, you, Eric, and Weston, which I would consider like we're like the host or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We were all in there at once, and I was like, I kind of stepped
There's no
back and I
host
was like,
outside.
yo, we like we need to like go. because it was getting, and that was probably like deep in the party too. So I just wanted to, we were going out there making sure. But
wait, pause for a quick second. I just need to pee.
Okay. Well, I can continue talking because I was going to talk about Weston being in the room. No. I was going to talk about Weston being in the room. So people started coming, and I remember this is so funny. I remember being we were out there in the foyer, like, in the dining room, and I was taking a photo of Hannah.
Yeah.
Because Hannah was like, "Yo, take this photo." And everything started hitting me at once. And I remember like looking at my phone, or I was looking at Hannah's phone, and I was like trying to like figure it out. And I was like, I can't fucking do this. I was like, take your phone. And I was like, I need to go do something. So I started just like playing Pong by myself because I had to feel something. Like I had to move around.
Yeah.
And that's when like it started both hitting us pretty hard.
Well, I was sitting on the couch, and there was one person there who came in.
It was Sam.
Yeah. Sam came in. I love that guy.
Yeah.
But I was sitting on the couch, and it was just the music. The music like really started to get to me.
Yeah, it was really loud.
I was like, you looked at me and you were like, "Bro, you good?" And I was like, I gotta like go chill.
Yeah. So I took him in my bedroom, and I turned on the fan. It was really dark, and I turned on my LEDs to it's called the chill setting. It's just like purple.
Yeah.
Really like cold vibes, like not homey, but like I don't know. It's really good vibes, honestly.
Nice. It was nice.
It's good vibes, and I gave him my teddy fleece because when you're rolling, you like look what I'm doing with my hands. You need like.
You're not rolling right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not rolling, but I'm trying to imagine myself.
Yeah.
Because that's how I was when I was talking. When I was talking to people,
it just felt nice.
Yeah. You want like a sensation almost.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I feel like people grind their teeth because it's like it's satiating or something. I don't know. Honestly.
And also the adrenaline because of like fight or flight.
Yeah. So I gave him my teddy fleece, and he was just like holding it and rubbing it, and it was just like you were in there for probably an hour, and I was checking back in on you 15 minutes increments or whatever.
Was this when he was in the bathroom in the dark?
No, this is when he was first in there on my couch.
Oh, okay.
On my couch. This was when you were. I don't know what you were doing. I think you were taking shots.
Were people showing up at this point?
I think people were starting to show up. Yeah.
I was probably just out there talking to people.
Yeah.
Because what I did is like the first time I ever did Molly, I only did like 125 milligrams. So this time I did 100, and after like an hour, I didn't feel anything. So I took another 50, and after another, 30 minutes, I still didn't really feel too much. So I took another 50. And then later on, I ended up redosing and took another 50. And it kind of seemed to all like hit me at once. And that's why it was so fucking intense. Like maybe I should have only taken 200 and I took 250, but it was still fun.
Well, the conversation that I had with you in the bathroom when I was in the bathroom, I mean,
so
I'll probably never forget that for the rest of my life.
It was a really good conversation. And the reason, so you were sitting on the couch, and then it was still too much because there was light, there was music, there was people.
Yeah.
And it was just too, like your neurons were just firing too hard for you to handle. And I've been there before where like you just need to relax, and you literally went in the bathroom and Sush closed the door and you turned off the lights. And I didn't think that was weird at all. I just kind of felt bad because I'm like, I know like what he's going through right now. So that's why I remember I was like talking to someone, and I just thought, I wonder what Weston's up to right now. I haven't seen him in a minute. And then I think I asked you, or I asked Eric, and you were like, he's in the bathroom in the dark. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go talk to him right now, get him out of the slump. So I just went in the bathroom, and you were in there, and I kept the lights off because I didn't want to like overwhelm you. And we just talked. We just had a conversation because I knew that I needed to get your brain focused on something.
Yeah.
And I knew that as soon as we started talking, we would both be super into the conversation, and we'd both be super focused on it.
Helped immediately.
And then within like, we probably talked for like 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. And then you were like, all right, I'm good now. And then you were good for the rest of the night, basically.
Yeah. Dude, and then that's when it started to get fun, dude. Like, we were all... Like, I was still rolling. I mean, there's with Molly, it's so weird. Like, there are parts where you're rolling, and then you're not rolling, and then for some reason you just start rolling again. Like, and you didn't even have to take any. That's what happens to me. Like, there are parts where I'm chilled, and I'm kind of like, okay, maybe do I even take another, or do I even take more? And I'm chill, but then like 5 minutes later, and I haven't even taken any more, and then I just start rolling again. Like
I think for me, it was so intense. I never really felt the rolling stop, like you just said, but it definitely. There were points where it was really chill and mellow, and I was just like happy and relaxed. And then there were other points where it was too much. And I remember I was talking to Eric, and I was so focused on our conversation, like especially what he was saying. I was so intently focused on every single word that came out of his mouth that my brain was like doing fucking calculus 3, having a regular conversation. I mean, it was a really good conversation, but it was doing way more analyzing than it needed to the point where, like I said, my neurons were just firing too much for me to handle.
Overstimulation.
And after we had this conversation for about 10 minutes, and for the last 30 seconds or so, I noticed, it was really weird, that I noticed that I couldn't really hear what he was saying anymore. Like words were coming out of his mouth and I could hear him, but I wasn't comprehending what he was saying. And so step 1 was like, okay, why is this happening? And then step 2 was me realizing like I'm kind of having an anxiety attack.
Yeah, that's why I went in the bathroom, because you guys were talking and I couldn't. You
couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
it was too much.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So
we were having a really deep talk. And then he was like, "Yo, I have to go."
And that's what happens. And so I was talking to Eric about just stuff that has been pent up,
wild, bro.
Stuff that's been pent up that we've wanted to talk about, but it just hasn't been the right time or place, or just deep things that maybe are like embarrassing, but this now was the time to talk about them. And it was literally like a cat being overstimulated when you pet it too much, and it just goes and fucking claws you. And that's kind of how I felt. I had to stop him after I realized I couldn't focus on him and my heart was like pounding in my chest. I just like put my hand on his shoulder and I'm like, dude, I really, really want to continue this conversation. I really want to hear what you have to say, but I need to sit down for a few minutes. Like I need to just go sit down. And I was in your room, so there weren't people around and the music wasn't that loud. And as soon as I went and just sat down on the couch, within 10 seconds, the feeling started to go away. And then I just started to get relaxed again. And it probably was like 3 or 4 times over the course of that night where I had to do that. I had to just like stop and go sit down and just relax, because it was like my brain firing would just go up and up and up and up, and it just kept going up until it was too much to handle. Then I'd sit down and it would come back down and the process would repeat.
Yeah, I remember I came in there one time and you were like, "Bro, just give me a hug." I was like, "All right."
Yeah. And I needed it at the time.
You're like, "For sure, bro."
Yeah.
Like, and that's how it is. But then we started just having a great time. Like, it was just fun. Like we were rolling. I mean, I had to give you sunglasses, bro, because your eyes were so cracked out.
Like
you were. It was just like you were just like ready to go. Like your eyes were just like, you were happy and you were ready for anything. It was almost like your eyes are peeled. Yeah. Like your eyes are peeled. I had to give you sunglasses. It was weird, bro, because I was wearing sunglasses as well, but like I was in the dark, but I think my pupils were so dilated and so big that I could still see fine.
Yeah.
Because those, like, because when your pupils are big, it's letting in light. So I was like wearing sunglasses, but I could still see fine. It was fucking weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a really good time. And we were honestly thinking, dude, people were here till like 4 a.m., I think. It ended up being like 4 a.m. and then I like
4:30.
Yeah, like turned off the music and I was like, yo, like,
yeah, it was like 4 that you said that, and then 4:30.
I was like, it's getting late. Like, you guys got to go. Yeah. And then they were all pretty respectful, besides the fact that no one cleaned up.
Yeah.
Which was like, I mean, what can I expect, though?
That's,
I didn't really
that's normal. Yeah.
There's just shit everywhere.
Bro. If you guys follow me and you saw my story, I posted the aftermath. I took that video at 5 a.m. and I was just sitting on the couch and I just opened my eyes and looked around, in red Solo cups on every square centimeter.
Dude. It was crazy, dude. You couldn't even see the table.
I know.
It was crazy. And luckily, we like Val and Hannah like pretty much cleaned up like the majority of the easy stuff, like the garbage. And then we just had like our cleaning.
Thank you
ladies.
to Val and Hannah.
Yeah, thank you guys. And then I ordered fucking like $250 worth of IHOP.
I came over and I looked at that and I was like, bro, why?
Yeah, we left that 8-foot table there, and then I ordered the IHOP. Well, I didn't know it's so hard to order DoorDash IHOP because you don't really know what you're getting, because I've never ordered a family thing, on IHOP.
Did they fuck shit up?
No, they didn't. It was just like a lot of food.
It was
a
shit ton of food.
It was probably like half as much as we needed.
Yeah, it filled up that whole entire 8-foot table.
Yeah, and I put that on my story too. But dude, I seriously, like, I've been thinking about it. I seriously want to make that. I want to make it like a thing, like a real thing. I want to make it a thing where we throw a party. Not necessarily, doesn't have to be we're rolling. throw a party every
Yeah,
2
yeah,
months or something, or 1 or 2 months, where literally like it's so fun and great that, you know, like people would come to Houston, train at Alpha Land, train at Alphalete or whatever they want to do, grab a hotel for the weekend, party, and then they leave. And that's literally like what it is. And they plan their trip like around this party. And I want to make that a thing. Literally like I tell people like no vlogging and stuff, but then of course we vlog it and we document it. And like we even get like Joe or someone who's good with a camera, take photos of people. They make a big Dropbox. It's like a huge thing. Like, I think that would be dope, dude.
Yeah, maybe we should do it once every 2 to 3 months. Because I'm just thinking, most people can't afford to fly out that often. You know,
four times a year.
Yeah. Once per season, a seasonal. We can do seasonal themes. Party.
Yeah, dude. And I was like thinking, dude, we could do like one time we just do like EDM and house music only, bro.
All right.
Like a no alcohol party.
Fuck that.
No, so you like maybe smoke weed if you're more of a weed guy.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, weed is their go-to right after alcohol. It's just funny to me that like, and again, this isn't like encouraging people to do Molly. This is just me being honest. It's just me being honest.
Yeah.
Do we want me to be honest or not?
Yeah.
For someone who's done a lot of this stuff, like a lot of psychedelics and MDMA and some designer drugs, I've stayed away from stuff like coke and, you know, the hard drugs just because I haven't had any desire to do them. It just doesn't seem like something I'd be into. But the other stuff I've definitely tried and experienced a lot. And it's funny to me to see people who have fallen so into like the dare trap, you know, the dare assemblies that we used to have in high school. And like these same people will like drink like 2-3 days a week. They'll go party their asses off. And to me, when I think of drugs, because I've experienced a lot of them, I genuinely consider alcohol as like a drug in my brain. And it's not just, that doesn't just mean I say alcohol is a drug. That means when I think about drugs, alcohol is one of like the drugs that comes up, right? It's not just a casual thing you do. It's like a legit drug that you do. And it's just so funny to see all these people that are doing drugs every weekend in the sense that they're getting super fucked up and drinking a shit ton of alcohol, which can make you way more inebriated than something like MDMA. But they hear MDMA, it's 4 letters, it sounds scary, and they heard some guy in their dare assembly at high school say that like Molly could be a gateway drug to like harder things like heroin, and that for that reason they're scared of it. And it's like, it's funny to me. I don't judge them for it, I guess, because I get it. Like
they're just naive.
It sounds scary.
Socially accepted. That's
yeah,
why.
Alcohol is socially
not
accepted.
socially accepted. So,
but alcohol is.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
why we're gonna
me.
get comments on this being like, bro, you guys are talking about Molly like it's nothing. Like,
yeah.
And even somebody at the party was like, I didn't know Molly was so casual, and I was just like, and I was like, well, it's not really, but it's just like no one knows. No one really knows.
It's not socially accepted.
Yeah, exactly.
And for a long time, weed wasn't either. And then all of a sudden it was. And now you have cannabis shops. And for a long time, mushrooms were like super scary psychedelics, hard drugs. And now all of a sudden, mushrooms are being decriminalized in places like Colorado and I think Oregon.
Yeah, something like that.
Either both of them or one of them have decriminalized mushrooms. And I think within a few years, not only will they become decriminalized, but they'll become legal. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest, but
sounds
maybe you can like sell them. Legal. Like, it's just funny how things progress and things become socially acceptable over time. But like when they're not, there's no getting through to some people. They're just like, nah, that's not my thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, have you looked at, do you even know what it is? Do you know what it does? Like, do you have any idea about it at all? Oh, well, no, it's not my thing. I don't do that kind of stuff.
But they'll go and get shit faced, bro.
As fuck, or super fucking high. And that's another thing that's funny for me is, to me, weed is a very strong psychedelic. Like it's not a casual thing I can do. Like especially if I smoke a lot, it's very introspective. Like it's very, very intense. So for me to see people like smoking a shit ton of weed and just getting high out of their fucking minds, but then they like look down on someone else for trying LSD, it's like, do you even know what LSD is?
Dude,
do you know what it does?
My thing with weed right now is that because I have been like smoking a little bit more, I overanalyze. Like
100%,
dude,
100%.
And it fucking kills me because I start picking at people, like it's something I wouldn't do.
This is
sober.
what I talked about This is what I talked about before.
And I've really been experiencing it.
So
lately.
you have experience now. You know what I'm talking about,
dude. Like when I was at, dude, I just feel bad because I'm like, dude, this guy, like just trying to
pick apart his whole life.
Yeah.
Yes, their whole character, their whole
it.
personality.
I hate it.
And then later on, you look back on it and you're like, bro, that wasn't fair to that person at all.
Yeah,
you know. And I will say, recently, within like
you had that a little bit too, right? The other like. We won't get into it, but you had that too, right?
Well, with the Delta 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that within like the past year, and it's not that I want to do that. It's just literally what happens, and I can't control it. And it's only once I become aware that I'm doing it, I'm like, bro, why am I doing this?
I
right
get
now?
like hyper focused on one subject, and I just start picking at it, bro.
You go in the bathroom? Wait, I kind of want to wait till Weston comes back because I want to hear his experiences on weed.
Okay, pause.
And I also have to get Tums. All right, we're back. And we're done with the drug talk.
Yeah, we realized we went to go to the bathroom and then we're like, holy shit, we just went on a rant.
Yeah.
About our party. But yo, I mean, at the end of the day, we want to start throwing more parties, invite more people, maybe fly out some fans, maybe find a way to freaking monetize that. Like, I mean, creating content from it is pretty much monetizing it.
Yeah.
You could have people sponsor the parties. People are wearing Young LA.
I feel like that's
photos.
what Steve Will Do It does. Right?
Yeah, like Nelk and shit. It's
I feel like
shit.
he throws so many parties. There's got to be some money involved in that aside from ad revenue.
100%.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. That's it for the
We'll
drug
call
talk.
it MogCast parties.
But real quick, the closer to that, I just wanted to say it's funny that, like I was saying, these things get demonized. And now look what's happening in the scientific community. After all these years of demonizing it, now they're investigating MDMA for treatment of depression. They're investigating LSD for like treatment of depression and other like psychological issues. They're investigating psilocybin. So it's like, it's kind of, that's the way things go, is like everyone does it in the 60s and then the government's like, no, fuck you. And they make it really socially unacceptable for like many years. And then all of a sudden there's like this reemergence and scientists start testing it because they realize like, oh, there's a reason so many people like this stuff and it might actually have really good therapeutic effects, you know? So now it's being used for science, and I can guarantee within the next like 20 years, it's going to be totally socially acceptable, like all this kind of stuff. Not stuff like coke and heroin and all that shit, but like psychedelics mainly are going to be just completely socially acceptable.
We can get pharma.
As they should be.
We can get pharma molly.
Pharma acid. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, we wanted to make this, back half of the podcast. We got Weston on here. We didn't really talk about like his personal
upbringing.
Yeah, upbringing.
And what were you doing before?
Because you've been saying
this?
like, how crazy it is just like chilling here now.
Yeah.
Like your day-to-day life is just like so crazy compared to what it was.
Yeah. It's 100% changed. So like I, after high school went to college, just like, you're supposed to do. I do have a degree, so I have an accounting bachelor.
You're the only guy with a degree in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
How was that, bro? Accounting? That sounds awful.
Yeah.
I took one accounting class. I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah, I don't know why I went all the way through with it, but it was tough because I had prep during my finals for my senior year.
Holy shit.
And I was barely scraping by because I'm on, 1,700 calories. I'm doing an hour and a half cardio a day, and you need carbs.
Why'd you choose that show, bro?
It was just, I just felt like doing it. So yeah, it was hard to get the degree, but University of Georgia, I did graduate, and I actually played soccer for 2 years before that at a private school. So
were you small as shit?
Oh, I was tiny. So when I played soccer, I weighed around 140 pounds, and I quit soccer.
And you're what, like 190 right now, right?
Yeah. So I quit soccer because I literally could not put on the weight because I had fallen in love with bodybuilding. I was watching David Late on YouTube, watching James, So
thanks, bro.
Yeah. We talked about this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, I was just like, I can't keep playing soccer and do bodybuilding. Like, there's no way I'm running 6 to 7 miles a day. And so that's when I started eating.
Dude, you would have been eating. You would have had to. Dude, you would have been in heaven.
I was eating.
You took it for granted,
no,
bro.
I was eating a ton, and it got to the point to where my coach at the time. This is when I was eating Chick-fil-A. There's a Chick-fil-A on campus. So I was eating Chick-fil-A 3 times a day, trying
Holy
to put on weight.
shit, bro.
Yeah, I was on the
How are you affording that?
Well, they give you like they give you a certain allotment of, of money
Did you
for
go
the
through
semester.
it in like the first week?
I went through it within like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
So I was
bro.
eating like Chick-fil-A 3 times a day. The girl that worked there, she was giving me like cookies because she knew like every single time I'd come, like I'd get a cookie.
Yeah.
And then we had the dining hall, so I'd go there in between Chick-fil-A. And I mean, bro, when I tell you I dirty bulked, within a year I hit 200. And my coach,
Holy fuck.
yeah,
Wait, Natty? Oh, shit, holy fuck.
no.
Okay.
And this is NCAA, so whatever. Anyways, so I hit 200, and my coach, I remember my coach, one of my teammates called to me and was like, "Yo, like coach is a little skeptical of you." You know, he's like, he came up to me and asked if you're on, PEDs, like my coach at the time, because I mean, this is my first cycle, so I blew up.
What was your first?
It was literally just test.
Oh.
And you were also doing so much cardio, you were probably staying lean as fuck. So it was all just like
I wasn't too lean eating
right.
that much Chick-fil-A, but
True.
I was a decent body composition. But I mean, if you're putting on,
60 pounds.
yeah, if you're putting on that much weight within that short of time,
Yeah.
you're not going to look insane.
Right.
I looked pretty bad, but I mean, coach was skeptical about PEDs, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I had to cut soccer out if I wanted to pursue bodybuilding, which is what I did. So I transferred to the University of Georgia, started bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, TikTok was a blessing for me. And I
Same.
Yeah. I mean,
So this was around 2020?
This is 2020. Yeah. So
Okay.
I remember telling my sister, I was like, I'm going to do a competition. This is going to be my second competition.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm going to get diced to the gills. I'm going to start posting on TikTok. I'm going to blow up. Like, you just wait,
Manifested that shit.
Yeah, and it
Spoke
happened.
it into
yeah,
existence.
within 30 days, I remember I posted this.
Bro, because I remember seeing your physique.
Yeah, because you DM'd me.
Yeah. Did I?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
to be honest.
you DM'd me, and you're like, yo, dude, like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing your shit and being like, dude, this dude looks like a fucking statue. Like, just so fucking hard and like dick skin. Like
Was Weston the one who encouraged you to try gear?
No.
All right.
I was already. I'm pretty sure I was probably established at that point.
Oh, you were. Yeah.
Yeah. Or not established, but like
On TikTok?
Yeah, I was already on
Yeah.
TikTok, probably like talking about SARMs and shit.
Yeah, so I remember posting a video of me, and I just had shorts on, and I had veins like running all through my abs, and I literally just posted maybe 2 TikToks before that, and that one ended up getting like 1 million views, and within 30 days, and this is when I was 2 to 3 weeks out from a competition, so great content. I was posting daily. I hit 100K within 30 days on TikTok, and I remember, I think I told you this, and I told you this. I remember sitting in my car, and I looked down,
Yeah.
and I saw 100K, and I just
Started crying.
I was like, I have been lifting for 7 years. You know, I've put so much into this. And
Wait, so we've been lifting for the same amount of time, roughly? Then you've been lifting
Yeah.
for like 8.5 years at this point.
it's been 8 years now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I was just like, I looked down. I was like, bro, like I finally am getting the recognition. I've put all this work in for myself, and it just I can't describe the feeling of just people actually caring. And
Your estrogen was just high, bro. That's probably
my
what
estrogen
it was.
it was
No,
pretty
it was
high.
tanked,
Hormone
bro. It
imbalance.
was in the fucking ground.
I was popping AIs like crazy to get that, that
that look.
super dry look. But I mean, it was just insane, man. And now I'm sitting here. I graduate. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I was
because I remember talking to you not too long ago, probably a year ago, and you didn't know if you were gonna finish school. You were like, I'm gonna try.
Well,
try.
I got into law school, and I was gonna go to law school.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I go to law school and I don't pursue this, I'm gonna regret it for like the rest of my life.
Because can't you always? I mean, I don't know.
I can always go back, yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, you still have to go through like the LSAT again. You got to like
The bar, past the bar and shit.
Well, the bar's after law school.
okay.
Yeah,
I don't know shit, man.
Yeah, LSAT, which was hell to study for. Take that.
You'd have to redo it.
Yeah, you have to apply back. I'm pretty sure you would have to take the LSAT again because I'm pretty.
Oh,
sure
you have to reapply to a school.
I'd have to reapply to schools. It would just be such a pain. And at the end of the day, dude, like law school, it's so saturated right now. The field is, there's no guarantee that you go to law school and you're going to make, some odd amount of money.
Right.
I feel like this was everything, like engineering,
Except for I would say the medical field is pretty solid right now.
Damn, I was gonna say nursing is oversaturated, but I don't know.
They're actually want nurses right now.
Holy shit! And I feel like everyone,
is that?
every hot girl is a fucking is a nursing major, bro. I swear.
I don't know. It's just the way it is. That's what my mom said. So I don't know. Yeah. So I was supposed to go to law school, and I was like, I'm gonna regret it if I don't pursue this. And I remember reaching out to you, and I was like, yo, like, what do you think? And you were like, do online coaching. You're like, don't go to law school, bro.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that shit, bro.
Yeah. And so I moved here because I figured it'd probably be the best. You know, I was like, I know Brandon.
Yeah.
That's like the same.
I
know Brandon. That's it.
I was like, I know Brandon. That's all I needed, bro.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I'm going to Houston, going to Sugar Land.
Wait, was this after you and I had moved in? That you said this stuff to Weston?
Yes, I think because I trained with him in Georgia.
That's right.
Yeah, and we moved in together
at Christmas time. So I like went home. I like traveled home and like we trained in Georgia.
I literally, that's funny because I said the exact same thing to you. I'm like, bro, drop out. You don't want to do this
yeah,
shit.
it's like chain reaction.
reaction.
Soon you're gonna have your guy who's hitting you up, and you're like, bro, drop the fuck out.
Yeah,
and he's gonna be like moving to Houston, whoever the fuck that is. One of your clients.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's insane now. Like when I take a step back and I actually look at my life right now, it's just I'm so grateful, bro. I get to work out every day. I'm hanging out with fucking James English, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Fucking Brandon.
Yeah, and you're still like you're not the thing is you're not finished. Like none of us are finished.
Oh yeah.
So like it's literally fucking like you have goals. Like you're setting goals. Like
right.
Oh yeah.
You know, monthly.
But
whatever.
I feel like this is the stage you're at, and the stage we're at to some degree
Very
is
different.
almost it's more. No. I'm saying we're all kind of still on the come up, and I feel like that stage is almost more gratifying than the destination itself.
I just don't want.
I feel like it's more fun than actually achieving what you're shooting for.
I told you, I was like, I told you this. I was like,
in the bathroom. Yeah.
I was like, I don't want this to end. I was like,
Yeah,
this
the
is
feeling.
literally. I'm so happy right now, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And you weren't talking about the
No,
drug. You were talking about where you're at in life.
Yeah, I was like, this is.
And I know exactly where you're at. Yeah.
This is amazing. So
because that's exactly the way I felt back late 2019, like mid to late 2019, and then beginning of 2020 before COVID hit. Unfortunately, that feeling would have fucking just kept going, but then COVID just put an end to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's exactly how I felt. I was making like no money at the time, but I was having the time of my life, just traveling around, living in Manhattan for the summer of 2019, and then just like going back to school, but not really even being in school. Like I half cared about it. I was going and doing Gymshark shoots and doing like the Houston Gymshark pop-up, collabing with people. And I was making like no fucking money at all, but I was just having so much fun. So now it's like, I don't want to lose that spark just because I'm making more money now. I don't want to lose the spark that I had for life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but like I said, it almost makes me wonder, like, what is the end goal and how will I feel when I actually get there?
Yeah. It might be, the journey might be better than the end, man.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that happens a lot though. Like everyone, dude, who was it? Oh, it was the guy. It was the guy who owned the facility that we went to for the Vikel shoot.
Yeah.
That guy, I don't know his name. I forget his name, but he was saying like he used to be like an influencer, and now he's like got his own like little business, and he's like
multiple.
And then Joe was saying how well he's doing.
Yeah.
But like I overheard him talking. He was saying like how washed he is, like making a joke. Like he was like, I'm washed now. Like I'm an old man. Like I'm just like I got kids now. I got dogs or whatever.
Right.
So I don't know.
Maybe
but like he's like,
maybe that's more gratifying because he's not in the public eye and now he's doing his own thing.
Yeah. So I feel like it's just it's a cycle that like
we're just in a different stage. You know?
Yeah. And we're having fun right now. Like we're partying. We're training, we're eating.
Has one party. Yo, we're partying.
No, but party. Like we're not like I consider like hanging out like just like a party.
No,
like, we're hanging out, we're fucking around. Literally like don't really have much we don't really have much responsibility besides like
staying true to our sponsors.
Yeah. Like and that's about it.
Although social media is a lot more draining than I thought it was going to be. Because I used to look at, you know, people who are famous on social media and stuff like that. Not saying that I'm famous on social media, but I would look at people who, you know, are doing really well on social media. I'm like, you know, you just post pictures. Like,
yeah, dude. The amount of times that I get bro, you get paid to take selfies. It's like, dude,
it's draining.
You have no clue what I fucking paid for.
And I answer every single DM I possibly can.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you're like, dude, because I remember you saying that. That was like me. Obviously, I can't. I'm not even gonna lie, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
too many.
Yeah, but. Before I would make such an effort to literally like that's how you create that. Like yo, if you're a small creator out there, bro, that's how you create that. That engagement is by responding to those DMs.
Personable. That's why I like doing lives because I feel like, and I really should do them more often. Maybe I'll do one after this podcast if I'm still feeling these seltzers, but because like everyone can join and ask me questions at the same time. Well, I'm shadow banned as fuck right now, so that'll last for another couple weeks. So people won't even join the live, which is a shame. But I genuinely enjoy doing lives. I just don't think to do them.
Yeah, but you can connect with a lot of people at one time.
Yeah, bro.
Same with this podcast though. It's the same thing with this podcast.
That's true, but it's more like one way with the podcast because they're just hearing us.
Right.
Versus when it's a live, they can ask a question and I can read it and I can answer that question to them.
Yeah.
So they're talking to me and I'm talking to them.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? And I like that. It's like it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to do.
But what
that's why I was thinking about like the live podcast with like super chats.
Yeah.
Where we could actually answer them. You know?
We gotta try that. We keep on talking about it.
Or just fill a Gillette Stadium full of people and just go shake every single one of their hands.
Like, hey, nice to meet you, bro. Just take a photo with every single person.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that because you were saying how TikTok was a blessing. You're probably in that back end of that TikTok because now TikTok is so oversaturated. You're in that back end where it was like just the perfect time to squeeze in there.
It was the end of 2020. So it was October, November.
Yeah. So it was like just the perfect time to squeeze in there. Cause now it's like, dude, it's so hard, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's so oversaturated and you're getting like these Instagram accounts, like these fitness accounts that are like, they're sitting in that like that 10 to 15K range, but they can't quite break through. And it's like, they have like that decent engagement, but at the same time, they're kind of like all these, not that followers matter, but they do in this scenario. Like they have like, there's like multiple accounts of these. It's like a group almost of like these 10 to 15K influencers, and they're kind of all engaging on their own stuff, but they can't quite break through and get to that and get to that fan. Yeah. And to get to that like, culty thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you think about it, bro. You have your own little cult as well because you have you have like the ears, bro, like and all that little shit.
Ears, ankles.
The ankles.
Yeah. Like that's your own little cult and there's these. I was talking to Eric about it. Bro, my motherfucker needs to get on the podcast, bro.
I know, for real. What the fuck is he doing, man?
But
we've waited long enough.
I know, right? We've been doing how many of these fucking things? He hasn't come on.
30.
But, yeah, but he's got. There's like these little like accounts that they can't create that cult, and they're not really able to like monetize themselves and like actually make money on that. And it's like that's where. That's where I feel like where people need to understand that's where you have to be grinding those DMs, bro. Like grinding your DMs, grinding the YouTube content, the lives, everything, and you start creating this like your own personality for yourself. Because if you're just posting pictures of yourself and expecting to blow up, like bro, I promise you guys, anybody can have a fucking crazy physique, but if you're not like personable, no one's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah,
bro.
if you're not different,
I've said that.
That's what I
people
said
that have
to
crazy
you.
physiques.
Yeah, that's why I was talking to you about that because you were like, bro, why am I in this position? You know?
Yeah, I make that joke. I mean, it's not a joke. It's playful, but it's like there's truth behind it.
I was like, bro, I was like, bro, you're a genuine guy. Like you're actually, you know, once like you had a persona at first, but you dropped that. Yeah, and you're just you know, and you really are like you're a genuine guy.
Thanks,
so,
bro.
Yeah,
but I meant to say like. I would say that as a joke, but also there's truth behind it where I'm like, dude, I look like shit. How the fuck do I, I don't even have, I don't even look that sick. How do I have all this, blah, blah, blah.
I feel like that was valid when we first moved in. Now it's not valid anymore.
Yeah, when we first moved in, dude, I was like, I'll look back at pictures from like a year ago. Yeah. And I'm like looking at them and I'm like, bro, how does this have X amount of likes, X amount of comments, and how are people fucking with me when I look like it was just crazy to me, bro. Like I literally look like shit, dude.
Yeah. And also I think like a lot of people, they invest too much time when they're at that stage you were talking about with connecting with other people that are at the exact same stage and commenting on each other's shit. And they think like, oh, if us like 30 micro influencers all continuously comment on each other's shit, that will like boost the engagement and like get us onto the explore page or whatever. And it's just like looking at it through the wrong lens. Like I've never, and I don't think you have either, I've never once done that in my life. Like formed a little, like if I've ever commented on someone's shit, it's because I genuinely meant it and I didn't have any angle I was trying to play.
And exactly what you're saying, sorry to cut you off. This is the exact thing because the only time where I've had somebody where I've noticed where, not that it matters, going back to it, but like it hits a chord with me when someone follows me. I don't necessarily like their content, so I'm not gonna follow back. But then I check back a week or two later, and I see they unfollowed me probably because I didn't probably because I didn't follow them back. And it's usually these like little micro influencers, and I'm thinking in my head,
that is the wrong way.
Yeah,
bro.
if you're following me, you should be following me because you genuinely like my shit, not because you're looking for a follow back.
Yeah, and that's the way we are now. Like, if we like someone, we don't even think about it. We just click follow.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't even look for a follow back.
Exactly.
And then one day,
and this is a female, bro. I'm gonna block you if you don't follow me back.
And then one day we might notice, oh, bro, so and so followed me back, and it's cool, but we don't like actively seek it out. And it's just funny that I almost feel like the people who make it the most on social media are the ones who don't plan. They don't have a goal to have a job from social media. The ones who have 0 followers and they seek out thinking, I'm going to be the next big thing on social media.
I promise. Like, I get that all the time. I'm going to make it.
They go into this whole social media thing with the wrong mindset. It's the people who don't have a specific goal of followers or money that they're trying to make, and they just simply want to put themselves out there and connect with people. Those are the ones who, funnily enough, they make it the most, even though they care the least in the beginning, because they start from 0 followers. They start their most authentic selves, and then people naturally just gravitate towards them because you can sense it. And then once they do build that 15, 20, 30, 40K, then that's when it finally hits them, and they're like, wait, hold on a second. I'm actually building something here.
There's a career to be made.
Yeah, and then they can start like monetizing it. So it's almost like that's how you have to go into it. Is like, you can't go into it thinking, this is my career
What's going to work?
What's going to work? How am I going to make it on social media? You almost have to like force yourself to not give a fuck and not worry, not even check the follower count, not care about the amount of likes you get on this post versus your last post. Oh my God, I didn't get the same amount of likes. You just have to go into it not giving a fuck. Like, imagine the Kurdish prince, right? Dude, he's built like a little mini cult at this point. When he started posting, he didn't give a fuck. I can guarantee you, he wasn't going into it thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna make a career off making these goofy little TikToks." He literally would just probably recorded one and was like, "Huh, that's funny. I'm gonna post that."
Yeah,
and posted it and just kept doing that. And then other people saw it and were like, "Oh, this guy's fucking funny. Dude, I'm gonna follow him." And that's just real quick. Sorry, that's the same way you started. You didn't plan at all on having any kind of career from this. You literally just had certain things that you thought were funny that you wanted to say, and you were legitimately fucking around on TikTok.
Yeah. And
then it just kind of fell into your lap, and that's when I kind of noticed, and I was like, I kind of like opened your eyes, and I was like, "Hey, idiot! Like, do you realize what you're sitting on here?"
Yeah.
And it's the same way it happened to me too. Like, it wasn't until I saw David Lade once and I got all these followers, and then I just went back into school and kind of just like forgot about social media. Then I saw him again and I got another bunch of followers, and then I'm like, what am I doing? And then I kind of start posting more, and I realize I'm gaining traction. And then all of a sudden I'm already at like 20,000 followers. And that's when it hit me where I was like, okay, this is a real thing, and I can start to like maybe try to build this. You know, but it's only because I started that initial 20K, not really giving a shit about what I posted, not trying to post stuff just for clout, I feel that's the whole reason I even got to where I am, you know?
You know, there was, shout out to Jeremy Foster. I trained with him. So back at LA Fitness in Cinco Ranch, he trains there, and like, I had just like, I guess he was like a fan one time, and he met me and he took a photo with me. And then I saw him another day at the gym, and I was like, "Hey man, do you want to train?" He was like, "Yeah, sure, I'd love to." So we trained, and I actually like had to film a video that day, and I was like, "Hey bro, do you mind like helping me record?" He's like, "Of course, I'd love to." And I did this video with him. And at the time, I think he was just kind of like fucking around on TikTok. He's pretty fucking aesthetic. He's natty, like looks great. Looks great. And he was like posting on TikTok and shit. So he had a little bit of a following on Instagram, and he had a little bit of a following on TikTok. And then when I put him in this video, it was almost like how you were saying, like he was just fucking around on TikTok, fucking around on Instagram. But then when people actually started to see him in my video, they like went to his Instagram and went to his IG, and then he started like getting all this fucking traction, and he was like, "Holy shit!" And then now he's like with Young LA and stuff like that.
Oh shit!
Which I had nothing to do with.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with him being on Young LA.
Yeah,
he got that shit himself, which is pretty like.
Pretty hard to do now.
Yeah, pretty hard, because honestly, the amount of times that I've had people ask like, "Hey man, can you help me?" Blah blah blah, and I usually just have to be like, "Hey, like, dude, I'm sorry, but like, no," or whatever. But he did that shit himself, and now he's like, I see his stories, like he's like, people are using his code and stuff, and he's like making money, and he's still in school. So it's like shit like that, bro. He probably didn't expect that, and then all of a sudden it kind of just like it lands on him randomly.
Yeah,
and then
one day he looks at the followers and he looks at the engagement and he's like, "Damn, this is
holy
actually
shit.
pretty high."
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, that whole like 10 to 15K cult thing is like, I don't know why it bugs me so much, but it does.
What,
really,
the 10 to 15K where they're all just coming?
Yeah,
Well,
it really-
you get the DMs and it's like, yo, I just followed you. I really, like
support me,
yeah,
support me.
Support
I
me,
want to support.
follow
I
me
supported
back.
you.
Yeah.
I don't get those anymore.
Okay, I
It's
do.
just-
Yeah, I'm sure
Oh,
you do.
I
I'm sure you.
definitely
Oh,
used to
you're not
get
in the
them a
range.
lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I used to get them a lot. And it's just like, bro, if that's, I don't know how to train people out of that mindset, but if that's the way you're looking at it, where you follow someone just as a statistic or just as like completely superficial, not even looking at them as a human, but just like
As
hey,
a comment and a like and a
That's
follow.
what I don't
Yeah.
like about it.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, that's not what it's called. Social media. You're not socializing with people when you're doing that. You're treating them like fucking robots, and you're being a robot yourself. And
Literally a bot.
yeah, and people, yeah, you're being a human bot, and people are gonna notice that whether it's in real life or through a screen. You know, people are gonna notice that robotness. So, like, treat people on a screen the same way you would talk to them in real life. You wouldn't go up to someone in real life and say, like,
Hey, say hi to me every day.
yeah, hey, I've noticed you at the gym, and I would like it if you came up to me and said hi to me when you see me at the gym. You'd be like, what the fuck
Hey,
is
bro,
wrong
dab
with
me
you,
up
bro?
every time I come in.
Yeah,
Do you mind dapping me up?
Do you mind complimenting my physique when you see me in person?
No, that's actually true. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because like I'm not like when I post a photo, I'm not like yo, comment about my physique. Like if you have a cool comment, then you just comment or something
Exactly.
like that. Or if it's a wholesome post, you just make a little
I just like
comment.
And if
funny
you walk
comments.
into the
Yeah.
kitchen and you look lean or something, you don't say, hey, James, tell me how like big I look right now.
Yeah.
If I feel like you're looking big, I'll just be like, bro, you're looking pretty
Yeah.
full right now. It's just a normal thing. It's the same way online. That's the conclusion. That's the best way to put it. It's the same way online.
It's like, dude, it's like when you're trying to get a girlfriend and you try too hard.
Yeah. And then that kind of turns her away. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
Bro, it's like wait, what is it? What are those magnets where like, or like when you have a magnet and it's the positive and positive?
And it repels.
Yeah, and you like can't like press it together.
yeah.
Like, that's shit that happens.
Yep.
So
Yep.
don't try too hard. We just gave you guys the keys, bro.
Yeah. Very true.
I think anyone else have anything to say?
No.
I think we're good.
Kind of hungry, bro.
I'm hungry as
Yeah.
fuck.
I'm really hungry. I'm
Wait,
not gonna
dude, should
lie.
we order something? We should order something on the guys. This is special.
Fuck.
This is not you.
Kroger closed.
You got meal plan, buddy.
Fuck.
What's
You-
open?
I don't know.
Other than Cane's.
Wait, we should actually order on MogCast. I think it'd be funny. You guys want to see? You guys want to see what we're gonna order? If you guys are gonna dip right now, you guys totally can. Get yourself some shirts. Anabar, sorry, s'mores are sold out. If you guys want to support us personally, you guys can use our codes: code Sush, code Weston, code Jam with Young LA and Gorilla now for all three of us. So you guys can go get some of that. I think Turcastrone is still in stock.
It is.
Yeah, so if you guys want to
It's
go get
still in
Turcastrone,
stock.
go use code Weston so we can fucking pay for this for this Uber Eats that I'm about to order right now.
Bro, this is every day.
Also,
Buffalo Wild Wings.
bro, we've been shadow banned. That's something we should
The
probably talk
account?
about on here.
Or the Instagram.
Well,
No, our separate Instagrams have been
Lex
shadow banned.
Little, I was just talking to you about that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Lex as well. Like basically, and Patty and lean beef patty.
Yeah, I couldn't find
And,
her either. Yeah.
Some other people that promoted Gorilla, we all got shadow banned because we mentioned turkesterone in stories, and they removed it for sale of illegal goods because Instagram's fucking stupid. And we reviewed it, and in most of the cases, they reviewed it and upheld it and
Not
said, no,
me.
it's illegal. Yeah, for Sush, he makes the same plug as I do.
I did
Turkesterone back in
turkey
stock.
stone, and
I
then the
did-
Gorilla Mode league, and then a mushroom emoji.
I did three turkey fucking emojis, and they still removed it. And they wouldn't even let me review it. They said it was closed, which means a human fucking reviewed it right away and said nope.
But what's
it's
weird is I
insane.
appealed and then they put it back up.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know if you're shadow banned anymore, but for me, if you try to look me up on Instagram, at least I know this is true if you're on an account that doesn't follow me. So if you use like a burner account and try to look me up, you have to type in the full username _James English all the way down to the last letter, and then I'll appear. But if you don't type it in exactly, it won't appear at all.
Well,
and I'm not hitting explore page anymore.
I've been following Lex for a long time.
Yeah.
And I had to type in every single letter.
Mm-hmm.
And
And the
username.
dot in the middle.
I couldn't find. I literally just looked Lex a little. I couldn't find it.
It's really annoying.
Yeah, I had somebody say that they unfollowed Instagram unfollowed, but I don't know how true that is. Like that's so weird. That would be so weird.
I had 2 people message me.
How could
I had hundreds of DMs when I put it up on James Spanish. I had people that were messaging me being like, "Bro, I've literally been a fan since you collabed with Dave. I've been following you for years, and I was wondering why I wasn't seeing your stuff. Like it had me unfollow you." I mean, if it was like a few people, I wouldn't think much of it, but this was literally hundreds of people.
It's just strange.
Where I was like, it just unfollowed them from me, but they were still following James Spanish, but it unfollowed them from my main. So I knew they weren't they weren't lying.
maybe that's what happened. That was what was happening to me when I was going from like whatever I was going from, like 165 to 164, 165 to 164. Maybe I was getting unfollowed, and it was like
so weird.
I have
bro.
no clue.
It's so weird.
So if you guys are still following us, good for you. Dude, there's nothing really open, man.
It's whatever, bro.
Jack in the Box.
Soho chicken. Ooh.
What's this?
I do need some protein.
Bulgogi. Galbi. Korean, bro. Korean.
Can I just get lean protein from there? Because I need to make another meal, but Kroger's closed. I need chicken.
I have 93.7 beef if you want it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you can have it.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I don't want
Thank
it. I don't want it. I'm about to order this shit, bro. I don't need none of that. All right, but we should just end the podcast.
Yeah, we
We're
should
not-
wrap this
it,
up.
it takes us a while to pick our food, bro.
food,
It takes us a while.
So, like I said, guys, you guys can support us. Freaking sorry that s'mores got sold out. Should have been on the site, but
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on again.
yeah, of course,
So,
dude.
yeah,
This
no
like,
worries.
bro. Honestly, you might just become third guy.
Yeah.
We just need more mics. We need like 5. We need 7 mics, 8 mics.
Well, we need a bigger.
We need a
room
bigger
for
table,
that.
man. We need more cameras. That's our next thing. We gotta get.
Yeah,
another
we
camera.
do have to do that.
Switch the cameras.
But I'm not editing that shit. As soon as we get multicam, we're getting a podcast
Yeah,
editor.
we need podcast editor.
Yeah.
Whoever knows how to do that shit, inquire, DM. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys later.
Peace out.
Peace.
Later.